What's up, sports bettors? If you have FanDuel Sportsbook, I'm going to show you how to make $150 risk-free today. So this is a really cool promo, okay? FanDuel has this promo. It's called Dinger Tuesday. And here's how it works. For every single MLB game on Tuesdays, so today, you can bet $25 on a player to hit a home run. And regardless of if that player hits a home run or not, FanDuel's going to give you a $5 bonus in free bets for each home run in the game. So if you look at kind of the average amount of home runs per game in the MLB right now, it's 2.16 home runs per game. Okay? We're getting a $5 bonus in free bets from FanDuel for every single home run. And there's 16 MLB games today. So there's 16 MLB games. The average game averages roughly 2.16 home runs. So we're expecting a total of 35 home runs today. We're getting a bonus of $5 per home runs. So we're expecting $172 in free bets from FanDuel, right? $5 per home run times 34 home runs. That's $172 in bonus that we're going to get from FanDuel. And remember that OddsJam, this bonus is in free bets, right? So OddsJam has a tool for converting your free bets into cash risk-free, right? It's called a free bet converter calculator. So what this calculator shows you is, for example, is if you have an $100 free bet, it shows you how to convert your $100 free bet on FanDuel. You can select the sportsbook into $78.62 in risk-free profit, right? And it sorts by the highest conversion opportunities. So if you have an $100 free bet, obviously you'd rather convert it at 78.62% into cash. You're converting an $100 free bet into $78.62 risk-free, as opposed to, 69%, where you're converting an $100 free bet into $69 risk-free. But anyways, let's get into the home run bet. So essentially what we need to do is we need to find a home run bet, a sharp, profitable home run bet for every single game. So in the Astros-Twins game, right, and I don't recommend betting on these usually due to the higher market width, but what you can see in the Astros-Twins game is there's a lot of value on Nick Gordon, to hit a home run at plus 630. So what we can do is just go to the Astros game, and then we can go to player to hit a home run, and it's really this simple. You just need to bet one player for every single team. So we'll go ahead, we'll lock in Nick Gordon. Now we have one game down, right? And each game averages roughly 2 home runs. So we essentially just got ourselves 10 free bucks from FanDuel, right? And essentially, the reason we like this play is it's just mathematical, right? This is just mathematical sports betting, right? FanDuel is giving us the best line on Nick Gordon to hit a home run, right? So why would I bet this on DraftKings plus 450 on Nick Gordon to go yard when I can bet it on FanDuel plus 630? Obviously, I'd rather bet $100 to win 630 as opposed to 450. And on OddsJam, for any sport you want to bet on, right? It's not just MLB, NFL, NHL, for all these props and everything like this, you can kind of browse odds, right? And the argument is just like during Dinger Tuesday, you still want to maximize the value of all your home run plays. So why on earth would you bet on Pena to go yard at plus 430 on FanDuel when you could bet him plus 625 on Caesars? It doesn't make any sense. So he's a skip for Dinger Tuesday for sure, for a fact. So we're just finding bets with a mathematical edge or, positive EV bets that also have a profit margin on FanDuel for this awesome promotion. So the next play I'm going with is Taylor Ward to hit a home run plus 600. Again, no other sportsbooks giving us better than plus 525. That should make us feel pretty good that we're getting, the best possible home run bet available for this amazing promo on FanDuel. And you have to remember, on top of our bet being positive EV and having an edge, we're getting great value. On top of it, we're getting roughly, $10 in bonus funds from this FanDuel promo. So we'll go ahead, we'll lock in Taylor Ward plus 600. So now we have 2 games down. So that's essentially $20 in bonus funds we're expecting from FanDuel, or $20 in free bets. Then we go to the Tigers game and we have Eric Haas plus 600. So once again, we can kind of just click into this and it's yeah, we're getting pretty good value. Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker in the world, only giving us plus 412, right? The OddsJam line, same thing. So we can go over here to the Tigers game and we can lock in this bet as well. It's pretty fun, honestly. You just go through every single game and bet on a player to hit a home run, and then you make $150 free. So it's also a nice day because there's a lot of MLB games. So we already have a bet in the Astros game, so then we want to go to the Phillies game, and we have Bohm plus 560, right? Ridiculous value. No other sportsbook's giving us better than plus 430. That seems pretty insane. So what we can do is just go here, Alex Bohm plus 530. Is you can also like switch the states around if you want to see more sports books to get kind of more data points of indication. So here we can see Alex Bohm plus 560. Like, yeah, still, even once I add in some of the foreign sports books, like, seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. No other bookmaker giving us better than plus 525. Another piece of advice is if you don't have time to bet on every single game in a day, like there's a few different strategies that you can implement. The first one is you can just bet on games with a high total runs market, right? So obviously games that are expected to be high scoring, games at Coors Field, whatever, they're going to have higher totals. So there's probably likely to be more home runs, right? If we look at a game with an OU of 11 versus a game with an OU of 7.5, like shaded towards the under, obviously I'd rather have a Dinger Tuesday bet down for, Rangers Rockies as opposed to Brewers Dodgers, right? If the run total is lower, there's probably lower projected home runs, either because the pitcher's better or, whatever. Or, you can just follow the most mathematical strategy is just place as many bets as you can from the positive EV page. And if there's some games that you can't find a plus EV play on, you can just skip it. So Gallo plus 560, that'll be our play for the Dodgers game. And, you're not going to win every single bet, of course. So this is, I think, the bet number 5 we have. So you can kind of see right here, like if we actually go back to last week. So obviously I place a lot of bets on FanDuel just from the positive EV page. But what we can see is if we just go back to last week, like, you don't even, I think last week I got like so it looks like Willie went yard for us. I made a video on this last week. Carlos Santana got voided. So obviously if a player doesn't play, you have to remember to bet it again. But long story short, like, all these home run bets are long shots, but even if you just win a couple of them, you should break even, and all these bets have value. So then we have the Padres game. Do we already have a bet on the Padres game? So we don't. So next we'll go with Oscar Gonzalez, and this is in the Padres game. So we can head over to the Padres game, and then we want Oscar Gonzalez plus 560. So this makes bet number 6. So that's roughly, 12 expected home runs, $60 in free bets. We already have a bet on the Phillies Reds game. And then we go to Mariners Nationals, and we have plus 420 on Cal Raleigh. So then we go to the Nationals game, the awful Washington Nationals. And then we go to Cal Raleigh, and then we bet him plus 420. And then we get another bet down. And then you just kind of keep going through. Did we already have a bet on the Tigers game? I forget. Yeah, we did. I think so. Yeah, we went with Eric Haas. So you just got to remember as well what games have I already bet on while you're going through. So we didn't bet on the A's game, so we have Brian Anderson. So we got to go here. And then this is in the Marlins game. And then we just keep locking them in. Keep locking them in. And obviously, if the odds shift, you can just kind of refresh to see the latest and greatest. So I don't think we have a bet on the Diamondbacks game, so that's good. So you kind of just have to continue to look. And sometimes these sports books, they'll post, player prop odds at different times. So you just gotta, Varsho, who is this guy? Right here. So sometimes these sportsbooks will post, player prop odds at different times. So if you really want to maximize value and make sure you're betting on every single game, like I'd just keep a list of every single game and, make sure you get through them all. So then we want the Braves game, and I think we're like halfway done at this point, so I'll just call it a day. But this is literally the strategy I use, and it's every single Tuesday, and it's worth roughly, it's worth over $100 every single Tuesday. Like if you did this throughout the season, you'd probably be up like $5,000 or whatever from this promo alone. Like it's really profitable. So it's a great promo just to remember, to do every single week. You can remember to do it. So Astros, did we already have a bet in the Astros game? Yeah, we did. So I think, we're about tapped out. I don't see really any more home runs. Well, I guess we got the Rockies game, and the Rockies game had a high total, so we definitely wanted to bet that one. Now the total's over 10.5. I think it was 11 last time we looked, but it was a little higher. So, obviously when there's a high total, there's probably going to be some more home runs in the game. So those are games we definitely want to go with. And did this odds move? Plus 420. Nope. Looks pretty good. We check out the value on OddsJam. No other bookmaker giving us better than plus 370. Seems pretty damn good. And just keep locking them in. Keep going down the list. And then do we have a bet on the Royals game? We shall see. So do we have a bet on the Royals game? Yeah, we do. Dalton Varsho. So that's all I got for now. We can see Yankees Mets. I don't think I had anything. So that's obviously a big game. Might as well lock this in. So we have Daniel. And it looks like they pulled it. No, it's here. So plus 500. How's the value in this play? Just as a little double check. Looks pretty good. So now I think we're almost every game, through. So that feels pretty good. Locked up the majority of the value. There's probably a few straggling games out there left, but, got through the bulk majority in this video. Hopefully a lot of these are still available and you're able to tail them. I think as a recap, let's see what we have. We have some random bets first. Bohm in Reds game, Dan B. Swanson, Dan in the Mets game, Taylor Ward, Eric Haas, Nick Gordon, Dalton Varsho, Jonah Heim, Oscar Gonzalez, Brian Anderson, Joey Gallo, Cal Raleigh. So that's 12 out of 16 games. Nice, 75% of the games. So that's what I got. That's $120 in expected bonus from FanDuel. There's 4 games I'm missing, but whatever. Do those later. And again, an $120 free bet on FanDuel at an 80% conversion is worth, $94 in profit. So it's not like these are small numbers just for taking a few minutes out of your day to bet on some home runs. So just use the EV tool. It's awesome. It'll make you a lot of money. Just mathematical betting, finding value in the odds, and let's make money.